Hello guys, my name is Climate of Joe. Welcome back to a new Minecraft YouTube live stream on the Climate of Joe YouTube channel. That noise there is my fan. My Switch fan's making noises. I think there might be a bit of dust stopping trapped in it or something like that. But it normally goes off after a while. Can't see the live stream at the moment, so I don't know if any of you guys are watching anything. We have one person on the stream right now. Copy this link and now we'll shove it in the Discord server in the general chat. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Stream's live. Stream is live. There we go. There's the words. Stream is live. So today I thought we'd have a crack at doing a bit of this. Doing a bit of this mountaineering. So would be useful if we had a pickaxe, if we had a way to get up there super quickly. It would be nice if we had a way to get up this mountain like super quickly, but you don't always have what you want straight away. So we're gonna hop up to here. Hop, 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 hop. There we go, there we go, there we go. We are up the top. Almost. So, is this the top? Yes, this is the top. So, going to do this a different way. I am going to be slightly careful though. Hello Tiger's Hall, welcome to the stream. Yeah, hop, hop, hop. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's just break some of this. We want to take down this mountain. We want to take down this mountain so we can make the minigame area bigger. But what I'm attempting to do, I'm going to start something new where I'm going to go to the top and I'm just going to flatten it down from the top here. Because then we'll hit that part of the mountain there. Here we go. Here we go. Perfect. Is the mic working, guys? Is the mic working? Yes, it is, according to that. So first things first, we've got all this dirt and all this snow that we've just gathered. I'm going to quickly grab all those bits of snow. I'm going to turn them all into snow blocks because we can use those on minigames. We can use those on minigames because the Winter Wonderland's literally just down there. So if we gather any more snow, like we've done here, like we'll do here, but we can make more blocks. So that's what we're going to quickly do. We're going to make as much as possible across. We're going to grab we might as well grab as much of this as possible. Just because we're here. Hello, Llama Igitameni. Welcome to the stream. Right, so starting with this, we're starting with this layer now. How are you? I'm really good. How are you? Right, so what we're doing is we're taking down this mountain. Because I need space to build. Me too, thanks for asking. That's good to hear. Thank you for joining the live stream. We're trying to take down this mountain here because I need space to build, to expand my minigame area. So we're going to take down a mountain, try and take down as much of this mountain as possible on this stream. Right, let's go gather as much of this as possible. We might as well pick up as much of this snow as possible here. There we go, perfect. We're gonna go and do as much of this as possible. I hope to get a computer to play Minecraft because mine's dead. I think it was a GTX 270, the Intel's old version processor. Cool. Right, we're just gonna grab as much of this snow as possible. Well, we might as well grab as much of this snow as possible, everyone, because we're going to need it eventually. We're going to need this snow eventually, because obviously we have got a lot of mini games that will require a lot of snow. So grabbing all this it's a good opportunity, I think. So I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I'm not good with computers. In fact, I've never been good with computers, guys. There we go, perfect. Now, what I'm gonna do. How old is this Minecraft world? 9 years. I created it in 2016. So we're gonna start by grabbing as much of this as possible. The stone we don't need. Like this stone we don't need. We don't need any of this stone. It's just the only things we really need. 9 years. Yeah, 9 years. I created it in 2016. Wow, yeah, 9 years. I was short and skinny when I created this world. Now I'm short and fat, everybody. So, Neither. I'm using my Nintendo. I'm using this isn't Java or Bedrock. This is Legacy. So I'm using my Nintendo Switch. Yeah, Nintendo. Using Nintendo. I think I might have to go and get people usually buy them, but I don't know why someone was saying you could. Yeah, well, well, yeah, but Nintendo Switch is a genuine games console though, whereas laptop you can play games on laptop, but a laptop's not specifically built to run games. A laptop is more used for work. A laptop is not specifically for. A laptop's main actual use is not actually for It's not actually for video games, whereas Nintendo Switch is generally made to play video games on. If you get what I mean, that's the only purpose that the Nintendo Switch really has, is to play video games, whereas laptops are designed not with video games in mind. No laptop is based on gaming. Computers are not specifically for gaming itself. Computers weren't brought out as a gaming software. They were brought out for other reasons. Computers actually emerged because of mathematics, because computer systems could do what it would take someone to do the maths for something. A computer could do it, faster. Which is why we have faster and faster computers now, because computers require more data. Laptop's not based on gaming, it's based on speed. Well, this is what laptops' main things are. Laptops are made for creating documents, browsing the internet, obviously acting as a storage device. Yeah, but then those are new tech. As in, computers aren't meant for gaming. That's not their purpose. But the graphics cards are also meant for computer speeds, the first graphics cards for computers came out before video games existed, because they were designed. The first computers emerged in the Second World War, because the computer is it cracked the Enigma code. We wouldn't have. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, well, I haven't seen you in a while. The Mighty Trains. I know you left the Discord server. I know you left the Legacy my Discord server. Don't know why, but yeah, I haven't seen you on the streams in a while. what but then they've been working on artificial intelligence isn't actually artificial right now. There isn't AI isn't actually true AI. AI at the moment isn't actually true AI. AI at the moment isn't exactly true AI, as in AI is what the current AI does is just search the internet, and you've got to hope that it finds you correct information, because sometimes it will find you false information that someone's put up on social media or online, and then it'll give you that. Not like that. No, but that's what artificial intelligence is. Graphics cards for artificial intelligence, but graphics cards aren't actually for games. Basically, graphics cards are the processors. So the speed of the processor is what you want, because when they back in 1994 to render all the CGI for Toy Story, they needed a huge room full of computers and graphics cards and processors to render that film. Now a 4 gigabyte RAM computer could render Toy Story the first Toy Story 30 years later. Because really those processors are actually just to speed it up. I mean, in the UK, up until about 15 years ago, you couldn't even, you didn't have wireless internet. You had to connect your laptop to the router. Hello, welcome to the stream. Right, so how much space have I got in my inventory? We're trying to take down this mountain, and I need to go and render some space. Are you there, the Mighty Trains? Welcome back to the stream, by the way. Right. Let's go down the mountain. Let's find the safest route down. Yeah, but then that AI isn't actually true AI. It can't think for itself. It's got to go and search the internet. So it can search 1 billion websites. Hello on the flip side, welcome to the stream. It can search for itself. Why are you taking down a mountain? Because I need the space to expand my minigame area. I need the space to expand my minigame area. So I've been trying to take it down for years. I just haven't. What I need right now is a chest. So we're trying to take down as much of it as possible. I like the old Minecraft vibes. Thank you. I mean this is not really a vibe. It's just it just generally is old Minecraft. Right, so stone, grass, dirt. Okay, good. Now we've got to get back at. I subbed. Oh, thank you. We're aiming to hit 7,000 subs by the end of the year. And as it stands, we're 174 away, which we will hit there eventually, I think. But thank you, it's really kind of you. So we need to get up on the top of there. Oh, do you know what I wish we had some right now? Great big lump of... Yeah, but that's what it is. They don't need to search to speak. No, but then it's trained on the internet, yes, but then it's not true AI because it can't think for itself. I don't think you understand what I'm talking about. It can't think for itself. So if you ask AI a question, it can't give you a response. If you ask AI a question, it can't give you a response. It goes and searches the internet for a response. It searches the internet for a response that it can give you. It can do much. Yeah, it's true. It's searching at what's most relevant. So this is very much true. What AI does, which is what a lot of young children now are failing their schoolwork because they're using AI and not reading what the AI puts. A lot of children in the UK are failing their schoolwork because they're not reading what the AI's put, and then they're finding out that basically the AI hasn't given them correct information because it's just searched the internet. Yeah, it's not conscious. No, I'm not saying they can feel pain, but they can't think for themselves. So AI can't give you an answer. Hello, Maria Cotti, welcome to the stream. Welcome, Ian Killer, welcome to the stream. Well, I mean, yeah, not conscious. AI can't think for itself. So if you give it an answer, it will just find an answer for you. So what do you want to do? And then it will just search. It will search for something like go on a holiday or something like that. Because AI is not true AI yet. I'm trying to type. Cool. Yeah, they can have limited conversations, but then it is having to learn how to do it. Because my uni lecturer that works in that, old uni lecturer that worked in that field said to me and a few others in the class that if you look at AI, if you look at students' work, you can tell it's AI. If you look at students' work, you can tell it's AI, because the AI has no thing for grammar. So the AI has no thing for grammar or punctuation. So, or yeah, I'm not saying they can feel. But then they can't think for themselves, as in AI, the true AI. I don't think you understand, Llama Getmini. What I'm saying is AI can search the internet, but it hasn't got it. It's not conscious in the fact that it can. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, AI won't feel pain, no. But then the AI can't think for itself, so it can't give you an opinion on its own feedback. It's got to search the information. It's got to search info. It's got to search for an answer. It can't give you an answer. It can't give you a genuine answer, because that's not. It's not true AI. It's AI that's learning from searching the internet. It's searching from human information. It can't give you any information on its own. It's not like a Star Wars. What? I don't know actually. I can't remember. I think they mentioned. Oh, that's why they mentioned laptops were made. basically, on the flip side, they meant yeah, but then they're not actually artificial, as in it's not 100% official. There are some times when the AI won't give you an answer because there's nothing it can search. There's sometimes the AI just won't give you an answer because there's nothing it can search on to find an answer. I can tell you what this AI is. It's basically like a super browser. Find me information about this, and it'll go and do it for you. And it'll find you. It'll find you information on it, but that's as far as it can go. Yes, that is true. That comes to life. Yeah, yeah, Free Guy's an interesting film, and they said that's the whole point of that film. It's basically the Truman Show. It's basically a copy of the Truman Show, except he's a video game character that becomes sentient. Except he's just a background character that becomes sentient, pretty much. But yeah, but that AI can't do that as it stands because they don't have the technology to do it, and also it's just it's also the technology doesn't allow it technically, because what I meant by that is AI will there's times when AI can't give you an answer because there's nothing to search. So if I go into an AI software and write, tell me about this book. Tell me about a book that I've published books myself because I'm an author in I'm an author as well, guys. If I put into an AI, tell me the plot of this book. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, they don't have a body or anything, so they can't. But what I mean by the AI. Do you say AI cannot make a video game? No, that's simple. You know, AI can make a video game, yeah. But what I'm saying is, it can't think for itself. If it's got nothing, if it's got no info to go off, it can't. So, if I asked it to give me a plot of my book that I've wrote, it wouldn't do it because there's not enough searches on that. The current AI we have is practically more of a super browser. You'll tell it to search for you and it will. But there's always a chance it might not find anything back. It might not find anything. But why would you want AI to make a video game anyway? Like AI, that's gonna ruin. Well, personally, I don't agree with AI for certain things because eventually AI will take people's jobs away, which I don't agree. I don't agree with that one because they've already started doing that in the UK. You know, some people used to be hired to analyze data, and now they've got. By reality, I mean a playable game. Yeah, but I kind of don't agree with that though. On the flip side, you know, there's some people that have spent years writing and making their games, and trying to get it sold, get it made. I kind of don't agree that someone can just go into AI, make me this game, and then they can sell it, which kind of feels wrong. Just trying to. Yeah, so I studied film. I studied film production, and somebody said to me recently, "Why would you even study that when all the films will be AI in a few years' time?" Which you can tell an AI film is an AI film, because it can never get the eyes right. It makes you believe in the human soul. Honestly, guys, if you want if you're honest, the AI makes you believe in the concept that humans have souls, because the AI will never get the eyes right. Did you know AI fiction movies was about to be real? Yeah, but that's not true though, because AI will not be able to take over the world. AI won't be able to take over the world. That's not possible, because if you look at AI won't be able to take over the world, and there is a reason for that, because you can just turn it off. They mention this in film. They would never mention this in a movie, because they need to it would make a boring story that they're trying to tell. But if you're watching an AI film, for example, film on AI, they've never mentioned that you can just turn the robot off. You can just literally turn that robot off. You can literally just kill the power to it. And eventually what's going to happen, the battery will go flat. The battery will go flat because those robots... But yeah, but you would never give one full access. There's a difference between fact and fiction. But also as well, there's a difference between fact and fiction, but also, guys, there's very much the whole thing as well, at the end of the day, there's also very much the possibility as well, I can't see, 'cause you tried one in VM. What the hell's VM? Virtual machine. Is that a game or something? Like a computer. But I don't get what virtual machine is. Is it a game? Is it like a video game or something? But it cannot harm your computer. But that's not. Yeah, but that's on your computer. Yeah, that's true. They can't animate with something to animate with, so it's too glossy as well. So someone uploaded a short film once. I watched a short film earlier this year, and it was totally shot in AI. And you could tell because the eyes didn't look real. The underwater scenes didn't show any. The underwater scenes were too clear. It didn't show the water. The tide didn't. The tides didn't look normal. The fire and smoke didn't look realistic. The thing with AI is if you don't give it super detailed prompts, and it will just give you random shit. It's interesting. But eventually, like the film industry will never be taken by, will never go AI. Will never go full AI, because you wouldn't be able to do it. AI will never be able to get the same amount of quality that you can get with real people. Because with AI, the eyes don't look natural. Just having to stop for 2 seconds, guys, because my shoulders open. Yeah, but that's the thing though. Everyone's like AI is taking over the world. Like, then you see what people, you see the videos that people are making with AI and shit, and you know why it makes you wonder, why do people worry about it? Interesting stuff though, guys. Interesting stuff. Hello, Ferret Asfar. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, but that's just playing with fire, Llama Agit Many. That's just playing with fire. That's just running a dangerous experiment. I don't get how you can worry about everything though. That's the thing though. I don't get how people can worry about everything. Like, I'm sat here, guys, and I'm like, literally, we've got people on these who watch these streams that are worried about being overweight. I'm like, I'm really overweight, guys, for my height, and I'm like, I'm not worrying about it. Yeah, that's what you've got to do. You've got to live life. Literally, if you keep worrying about everything, the rest of your life will be what if, rather than you actually doing anything. The problem with people nowadays is they spend too much time whinging and moaning about why life's unfair. I think nowadays people spend too much time whinging and moaning about it. What's the correct quote? I think people spend. I think everyone spends too much time now whinging and moaning about how life could be better, but then they ignore how good life is. I mean, you've got to live. You've got, the whole point of living is you live. Generally, I know people. I generally know someone who's £400 and the only thing he does is play video games. I'm like, that's not living. Do I believe in God? I do not. I do not believe in God. I have nothing against anyone that does believe in God or anything like that. I just don't believe it in myself. But it's because I can't see how we have a God and then you have homeless people on the streets of the United Kingdom and then people struggling and starving a starvation all across the world. I don't see how there's a God amongst all of that. But I think there's powerful beings. I think there's powerful beings that you could perceive as gods, but I don't think there's someone that's absolutely all powerful, if you get what I mean. I think in the terms of it, like, if you look at old historical things, like Egyptian things, when they have pictures of like their gods and things like that, they all look like aliens. So it makes me wonder, it makes me wonder though sometimes, did we mistake it's not about seeing, it's believing. Yeah. It makes me wonder though, when you see like ancient Egypt and things like that, and all their gods, they all do look like aliens. And it makes me wonder though, because all the species, all the different early civilizations, they all had pictures of gods that looked similar. All before Christianity came, and Islam, we had all these other religions. There's been close to 3,000 gods. There's been close to 3,000 gods or something like that across human history. Makes me wonder, did we get first contact from like alien species and we perceived them as gods because they were something that was completely different to us? Did we? It's interesting. I mean, the UK, because I'm British, the UK is a Christian country, but religion's not really big anymore. The UK is a Christian country, but religion's not really big anymore. Literally, back in the day, you could be arrested for not being religious. That was like 200, 300-400 years ago. I only found out recently. Yeah, we have a guy in my Discord server. We have a guy in my friend's Discord server who does that, but he's really religious, so he won't accept that other people's got different views. We have this guy in my friend's Discord server. He told me that because I'm fat, I should go to church. I mean, you can pray for me if you want. I have no problem with religion. I'm just not religious myself. Thank you, that's really kind of you. But then sometimes you've got to change the holy books though, Lama, get many. There's some things in the Islamic religious textbook that are a little bit. All religious textbooks probably have to be changed sometimes, because of there's certain stuff that you would not be able to get away with in certain anymore. In the Islamic Quran, so the Islamic religious textbook, there's some sort of there's a line in there about beheading non-believers, which I don't get how you can. I think that probably should be taken out, because back in the day, yeah, but there's no country on earth where you can do that anymore. Religious textbooks have to change to encourage the time period, I think. Because 2,000 years ago you could get away with stuff. Oh, cool. But yeah, what I mean is that there's certain stuff 2,000 years ago when these religious textbooks were written that you could get away with that are seen as illegal now and wrong. And that's what I mean. That's why the Christian Bible changed, because there's some parts in it that would have been mentioned that aren't seen as acceptable now. But that's how it should be, though. But that's how it should be on the flip side. Your religious views, your religious views shouldn't challenge, shouldn't do that, which is 100%, and that's true. Whether you're Christian, you're Jewish, whether you're Christian, Jewish, Buddhist, Hindu, that shouldn't do it. But when it does become a problem, that's where religion is a problem. But the fact that people have to go out and say that, though, just because they're of a religious group, they still consider them a brother. The fact that people have to do that is quite concerning, because there are people that generally just hate anybody that isn't their religion, which is, it's sad. Just because you have a different opinion than someone, we're all one species, we're all one race. There was a guy, I got told this a few weeks ago, so because I'm not religious, it's helping people understand. Yeah. And then I think in the world nowadays, people have to understand that other people have different beliefs and ideas. I did a stream a couple of weeks ago, like how you asked me if I believed in God. Somebody asked me a couple of weeks ago if I was religious, and I said I'm not. And they then said I should be burnt at a stake. Which I'm like, but that's the whole point. I was sat there thinking afterwards, but doesn't that take the way of freedom of belief? Yeah, I got told I should be burnt at a stake the other week because I'm not religious. I'm like, well, that's totally the opposite of what God says in the book, in religious books. It is interesting. But the one thing I 100% don't agree with, I believe that there should be a separation between a religion and politics. But that was just common sense, though. Lama Igit back in the day, that would have been wrote. Yeah, well, that would have been wrote over 2,000 years ago. Well, maybe not 2,000. Maybe not 2,000, but they didn't know back in the day, they didn't have the technology or the scientific equipment to know that. Yeah, what was I going to say? There was something true about that recently. What I mean, Lama, they get many, because back in the day they didn't know that. They thought the Earth was the center of They thought the Earth was the center of the universe, and everything revolved around it, which that was only proven not true a few hundred years ago, when they invented telescopes. Not when they invented telescopes, when they had big enough telescopes to disprove that theory. Well, it's one of those, I think, on the flip side, with like religion very much is a lot of religious groups are very much contradictory of each other, and I reckon that's the issue. Like, you often see religious groups fighting each other because it's very much contradictory, which what they've all got to do really is just go agree to disagree on stuff. But then the problem there is that most people will never agree to disagree. They never want to be seen as disagreeing. And that's where the problem is. But I think politics should be separate of religion. In some countries, you've got to be In the United States, you've got to pray on the Bible. You've got to swear on the Bible to be the president of the United States. In some countries, you've got to be Islamic, or you can't run. In some countries, it doesn't matter. So in the UK, it doesn't matter what religious. In the UK, it doesn't matter what religious group you are to run. But then, it's not 100% guaranteed that everyone needs to understand. Because you're never, the thing with like this is more of a Christian thing. This is more of a Christian thing, but with the Bible, you sort of pick and choose what to believe. Because the Bible is more like stories, and it's like you pick and choose what to believe. Whereas other religious textbooks are very much more, you have to believe all of this. And it's an interesting thing. No, but the thing is though, you can't prove anything. At the end of the day, like, you can't even prove that you can't disprove that a God exists, but then you can't prove that a God exists. But you can believe that a God exists. Yeah. Like, we've got a person like that on my Discord, on my friend's Discord server. He's like deeply religious. He's from Armenia, which Armenia is a very, very religious country. And he literally told me the other day, because I'm fat, I should go to church because God made fat people look ugly, to encourage them not to be fat. Which I thought, that's offensive. Some people are like, I was sat there, some people are fat because they've generally got medical conditions and things like that. And I'm like, going to church isn't going to help a fat person. Can you do something for me? What? Got an itchy leg. But yeah, this guy on my friend's Discord server, he keeps bringing up demons a lot. Let me just read. He keeps bringing up demons a lot. He thinks demons are always involved. He literally wrote an insult to me the other day, and then said a demon told him to say it. And when I asked him if he was schizophrenic, he goes, "No, I got demons." But I'm like, what? Yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, so we had this guy. Yeah, we generally got this guy. So I'm a little fat, guys. I'm over 200 pounds. I'm like 95 kg or something like that. And we had a guy in my friend's Discord server, deeply religious. He was deeply like religious. He turned around and told me that I should go to church, because anyone that goes to church would learn not to be fat, because God made fat people look disgusting. Yeah, that's the thing though. This guy's on my friend's server, and another person who's like really religious keeps challenging him, and they argue in there. They argue over religion. And it's because this one guy's got really bizarre theories. He thinks that everybody that's ever done wrong has got demons in him. And I'm like, well, maybe that those people are just bad people. But it's interesting. The guy's interesting, but I think I think he might be. I think he might generally have something like autism, and has missed. I reckon this guy's actually schizophrenic, and I think he's mistaken his schizophrenia for for demons talking to him. But you know, schizophrenia is where you hear voices in your head, and then everything he said sort of matched up to it. Why is my name Ted Bundy? Yeah, why is your name Ted Bundy? Hello, Minion. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so I got called fat by somebody because I don't go to church, and apparently I should go to church to become less fat. But I did lose some weight recently, but not from going to church, but from walking. But yeah, I do find it funny sometimes. I do find it funny sometimes when I love a good debate. I love a good debate. We aren't sure saying we don't make mistakes, but our mistakes are forgiven because Jesus did. Yeah. What do I think about the Quran? Wow. It's an interesting one. The Quran's an interesting one, because it's practically stayed the same from what it was when it was written. But there are people that take it too seriously. Like there is a part in it which someone pointed out on a news document on a news I think it was BBC News. Somebody pointed out in the Quran there was a line about it's okay to kill non-believers, so kill non-Muslims, which I thought that's the only thing I question it. That's the only thing I question about it, really. How can that still be allowed to be in there? Because that's quite a strong comment. But I don't have a thing with any religion. But that's quite a strong comment though, to be in a religious textbook. But yeah. But then I'm not. Just think about it. God wants to help them come to him. Ooh, stomachache, guys. Jesus. Why don't you believe in the Quran? I'm not saying I don't believe in religious textbooks. I've said the only thing I don't believe in is that there is one line in there where it says something which I think is a really, really strong comment, which you would not be able to get away with in modern day literature. But I don't get how you can justify this one comment being in there, still in there. That's what I mean. I'll be back in a sec, guys. I just got to mute myself a minute. Right, I'm back. Sorry, guys, I had to go AFK a minute. Oh. I can hardly see my screen. There's so much dust on my laptop. Oh, since when did the creeper exploded here then? Bollocks. I think this path rebuilt as well. Have to do that eventually. Oh god. Ah, that's why. Did you pray? No, I didn't pray because I didn't pray, but it's because I wouldn't know how to pray anyway. Because I'm not I'm not religious. But even if I did go and pray, it would be wrong of me to pray where I'm 100% not religious. It would come across as if I was mocking religion. Technically. Because what I mean, if you do something, that's what the devil wants you to think. The thing with the devil, though, the devil only lives if you think he exists. You would understand. I wouldn't mock anything. No, I meant if you're not religious and you do pray, would it be offensive because you don't actually believe in what you're doing? Interesting. Right. I've got a sore shoulder, guys. I don't know why. Thank you to the people who have subscribed today. We are aiming for... Are you playing Bedrock, right? No, playing Legacy Console Edition. Minecraft Legacy Console Edition. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. Hello, big fan brother. Hello, big fan brother. Oh, thank you. So I thought you saw. Sorry. Hello, Elite Plays OG. Welcome to the stream. It's not uncomfortable. But the thing is, though, with like pushing, I don't agree with people doing that. Though that's one thing I don't agree with. That's the only thing you're not exactly pushing. You're not pushing me. Do you think you play to? Do you think to play? No, I don't play Bedrock or Java. I'm playing Legacy Console Edition. What I mean on the flip side is no, you're not pushing me, but I kind of don't agree with people that do that, though. If you get what I mean. No, you're not trying to push you. I'm not saying you are, but there are people that do that who do try and push people to believe things, but I'm not uncomfortable or anything like that. Because we can play together. Yeah, I'm not playing. I'm playing this version of Minecraft, the old Minecraft version. Hello, Elite Plays OZ. Blaze OG. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I forgot. I never said hi to your comment. How are you, Elite Plays OG? I have got cramp in my finger. But obviously, as I said, I don't believe there's a God. But even if there was, he would know everything about you anyway, because he would have created you. What's one of my, there's a real good film actually. It's called Bruce Almighty, and God gives this guy his powers for a week, and he thinks that God's playing a joke on him. He thinks God's playing a joke on him. So he says to God, he puts stick him up or something like that. He puts his arms up, obviously to punch God, and God goes, "Well, last time you were in a fight, you were in 5th grade, and it was against a girl," which is it's a very funny line. Good film, but yeah, it's kind of true, because obviously I don't believe in a God, but if there was a God, if there is, he would know everything about you. He would know about your inner secrets, your outer secrets. Would that feel uncomfortable though, guys? Would that be uncomfortable if you've got like secrets you don't want anyone to know, but then there's this powerful man above you that does know? It's just a thought that's popped into my mind. That thought's just popped into my mind. I don't know. I think that would make me uncomfortable, actually. He gets it. He made you in his image. Yeah. I need to find a place to sleep. Oh. I'll be honest, guys. I am absolutely knackered. I've been up since... Well... I was up for a long time yesterday. And... I gotta be honest, I fell asleep at 12 o'clock. I fell asleep at 12 o'clock last night and woke up at 9 this morning. But I was up from 6 in the morning till 12 yesterday. Yeah, I mean, by all means, I'll think about it. Oh, I got an itchy head. Ah. Oh, pardon me, guys. Sorry, I'm just looking at the Premier League results from yesterday. Ooh. I have cramp, guys, in my shoulders. When do I plan to stream next? Hello Omnivale, welcome to the stream. I'm really good, by the way, Omnivale. How are you? Well, I probably will be streaming tomorrow, but then we're from the 20th to the 5th of October. I'm from the 20th of September to the 5th of October, though. On the flip side, I won't be streaming because I'm on holiday and I will not be filming any YouTube content over that period. If there is any videos up, guys, it's probably because I've pre-recorded them. 200 of you have watched this stream in the past hour and 14 minutes. That's good. Thank you. We're trying to hit 20,000 views for the. We're trying to hit 20,000 views this month. As it stands, we're almost there. We're almost there. Hello, Puska Emil. Welcome to the stream. I'm just going to Google Translate what they're saying. Oh, greetings, brother. That's kind of... I'm Indian. Cool. We've got loads of people that watch from India. Thank you for joining the live stream. That's really kind of you. Bloody hell, guys. It's so cold. I'm freezing. Well, it's been a bit stormy today. Heavy wind and the odd bit of rain. But it's fairly cold. Say ram, which Goodbye. On the flip side, thank you for watching the live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. You too. Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you. Thank you to the people who subscribed, by the way. As it stands, we are 140. We're 169 subscribers off hitting 7,000. If we hit that by the end of the year, we're hoping that we can hit that by the end of the year, which I think we most likely will be able to do it, which would be absolutely amazing if we could do that. Oh my god, I've gone freezing, guys. I've absolutely gone freezing. La la. Right. Let's leave that in there for a minute. Ooh, got cramp in my foot, guys. I'll be back in a sec, everybody. I'm back. yeah. Who's in the YouTube live stream right now? Anyway, guys, I'm probably going to end this stream now, so thank you for watching this live stream, and I will try and bring out some videos this week, so thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.